All right, cones and pyramids. Getting ready to put these together here. Let's see what we got. Let's start with the cone. Start from the top and go down in two different directions, one for either side of the cone. And then a nice gentle curve. And that curve is the base. That little light, opposite the light, we will have the shadow. So you can see I'm fading in the shadow right there, opposite the light source. Light source hits there, cast a shadow on the opposite side of the cone. Now you want to be sure the shadow is in the right spot on the cone. A lot of people make it too thin accidentally. So you can see I'm just kind of blocking in a little fade in the background, and it helps really show that light side. Now what I want to do next is find the white pencil, and we're going to put in some highlights. So right where the light hits it, you want to brighten it with the white color pencil. And also, with the direct light would hit the surface of the table. So I'm going to put that in as well. And I'm just kind of gently fading it down because this is just a generic cone. If you were drawing a cone in a still life, you'd want to draw exactly what you see. This one, you want to be just kind of generic with it. And then the pyramid looks very similar, and we'll look into that in a second. But you can see the pyramid has a flat edge and the cone is rounded at the bottom, and that's the difference between them. So now, starting the pyramid is very similar to the cone. I get the two lines, except this one has the third line. So the center line is there when the cone just has the two edges. And instead of a curve, I'm just going to do it sort of straight and then straight the other way. So now I have the beginnings of a pyramid. A little line to indicate a table or a surface of some sort. Again, a nice little light source. If it's coming in from the right, the shadow is on the left. So there it is. The shadow of the left side of the cone. I meant the pyramid. I'm sorry, I said cone. There it is. I'm going to just shade in some of those shadows gently. And then I'm going to darken it right where the table meets the base. And then I'm just going to kind of gently fade it up. And make sure there's no gaps in your shading, because a gap in the shading will end up looking like a light, and you don't want that. Now let's get some highlights in there. Again with the white pencil. I'm going to hit, boom, right where the pyramid catches the light, the brightest side. And then the direct light hits the table surface or the ground surface. So I'm going to just gently push that table lighter. And it'll give that shadow a nice little boost. Whenever you put high contrast, something really stands out. And that shadow really starts to come to life when you put the highlight around it. Going back with the dark, and then I'm just gonna hint at a little bit of atmosphere around our object. And that's a wrap. Time to practice. Practice, practice, practice.